I usually don't do messages like these, but this came to me in a dream, so you're gonna know instantly if this is for you. So, like, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but you'll know pretty much off the bat if this is you or not. There is something that you experienced this, for some of you I'm getting 7 years ago, for others like it was just a long time ago. I'm saying 7 because I kept hearing 7 years of bad luck. There was something that you experienced 7 years ago where there was something like that you deserve an apology for, first and foremost, but it's a lot deeper than an apology. It's like you're very much owed something, and you never got justice for this situation, so you kind of always assumed that you make your own justice. Like you took it on the chin, very much so, and just decided that you make your own justice, and you've given yourself the apologies that you know that you'll never get. But I'm getting that this is a lot deeper than apologies. Like, what you have owed to you isn't something that an apology can fix. It's not even something that money can fix. It's like you deserve a piece of your life back kind of thing. It's like this is how deep the message is, and this is how you'll know if this is for you or not. And it's just something that you never got like anything for, like no compensation, no, even if, not that the compensation would make up for what happened, but it would just be something to acknowledge that you've been through a lot, and like it's at least getting something back where you can't have a piece of you or your life that was taken from you. And what I got from this dream is that you guys sort of went on your way and gave yourself your own justice, however that looks. And I'm hearing, like I said, 7 years of bad luck, that after this event happened, you experienced 7 years of bad luck, because this, I keep seeing past lives a lot, like in my readings and just everywhere. It's a lot about past lives, and where past lives can either be you inhabiting a different body a while ago, or just old versions of you that have been put to rest in this current lifetime. However you like to look at past lives, if you even recognize past lives at all. That what basically, and if you know anything about past lives, the whole thing is that you have like a soul agreement before you come here, before you incarnate into this body. So how this is tied into past lives is that whatever this event was that triggered this 7 years of bad luck, because it was like a tripwire, it was something that you had agreed to coming here. You actually may have had deja vu during the event or after this event, whatever it was that happened, and you had dreams about it when you were a child. So it's like you got like previews to what was coming, you just couldn't piece it together, and you didn't know when it would happen, but that event did happen. And why you had all these like psychic realizations around it is because you agreed to that event before you came here, and it triggered this like 7 years of bad luck. So after that, you experienced some of like where this event was so impactful and so difficult, it actually triggered like even more difficult events to give you like the hardest season of your life. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, you didn't grow up easy, like no part of your life was easy. Oh, and this is beautiful because this ties into this whole message. So what I'm getting is that what came from this, like your 7 years is up. Like whatever it was, I'm getting that there was something beforehand that tripped this event, that it was, so like say this event happened, in October of whatever year. There was something you did in September that triggered all of this into motion. So for some of you, like this event happened in September, and which is why this is significant now, but obviously take it as it resonates, that this, like your time is up. The contract has ended, and now you're going to get paid out for what this was. That whatever this soul contract was, you agreed to this 7 years of bad luck because of the payout that you're getting. And what I'm getting was, in this dream, it was something about trainings and incentivizing people to go to trainings. That whatever you did was like soul boot camp, so that you could step into whatever contract it was that you agreed to. And what I'm getting, the time frame from this was anywhere from 1 to 3 days, and by the end of this month. So if you've been following any of my readings, and also the stuff I've been putting on my Substack, I've been saying that August is very significant, specifically for reaping rewards. What I'm getting was that some of you, you have something coming in, whether this is a work opportunity, it's some kind of contract or fulfillment. This is the reward that you're getting for your 7 years of bad luck, is a payout every 2 weeks of $10,000. Again, this is why I say I don't usually do readings like this, but again, if this resonates with you, then this is for you. And that you will have $30,000 in hand in your bank account by the end of the month. So again, some of this is symbolic. For some of you, this is just symbolic. For others of you, you will be seeing some kind of payout, but this is like an in perpetuity. So for some of you, ooh, interesting, I have life map. This is in relation to the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like the wheel is turning in your favor now. The tables have turned. The Four of Embers, this is like my Four of Wands card. The unknown, you've been wandering in this unknown. This is judgment. So this whole situation has been under judgment. And this composer, this is like the King of Cups. So this is very much the emotional side. You're being rewarded for what you've had to go through emotionally, what you've put in emotionally, that it feels like things that you didn't get your justice for the situation, but it's because your contract wasn't up, and your contract is up, and it's now time for things to shift in your favor. This is like a happy home life. This is security, where I'm getting that a lot of you may not have had security. That's basically what this was showing. If the dollar figure doesn't make sense to you, this is just saying that you have security going forward. Like that's what you got out of this deal. You gave up a lot in terms of emotions so you could get this in return. So it's like a comfortability. And what I got from this dream was the ability to freely explore and go after your dreams. That it was then a bunch of options were open because this piece was taken care of. So whatever it is that feels unstable in your life, that feels uncertain, that was particularly triggered by this event, that's being taken care of now. And it's like, this is something that's locked in for life for you. That whatever deal that you made, you did this 7 years of bad luck so that you could have this lifetime of security. So this is just your sign that it's here and your justice is here, and none of this happened to you without cause or without reason. That this will make sense to whoever it makes sense to. And I hope this is like heartening for some of you, especially if you're going through a difficult time. And what's also important to mention, that was actually a key piece to this dream, is that a lot of you are being called to clean out like energy in your homes, whether this is items that you've had, people, places. Some of you are being called to move. Some of you feel like there's an overhaul of all the people in your life being cleared out. And some of you are being called to like get rid of things in your house. Particularly, there was a specific item that was being sold off that is related to this event. So if there's something, and this is specifically why like all old energies need to be cleared, that if you're holding on to things that are like commemorative of like this was you giving justice to yourself, like, oh, I bought this piece, this artwork to commemorate me living through this tragedy or whatever, that needs to go. And it's you putting this item up for sale, you offering it is what's going to trip this closure of the contract. You saying, I no longer need this energy in my life, is going to like trigger the forces around you to start this moving. And I'm getting like it'll start from a point of necessity for some of you. For others of you, this is your sign. If you're like, oh, I've been kind of like looking at this thing and questioning if I really need it in my life anymore, this is your sign to stop holding on to old energy and to stop holding on to energies that are commemorative of like bad things in your life. Like you now are like the living memorial, that you don't need to hold on to these things anymore, that those things that were kind of like a comfort item to get you out of that situation, you don't need that anymore. This is your sign to let it go, because you will be comfortable with what the universe has coming in for you. So again, if this resonates with you, let me know. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can book me in my Etsy shop. It's linked in my bio, and check out my Substack, which is also in my bio. Thanks, guys.